when they can charge you for it.
I told him I'd give him a
All
little
right.
something for
We're live. Let's turn on the computer cam here. It's Mine with the Mats. It is about 7:30 here in the Matt Cave. And always, we thank you for joining us. I'm Matt.
I'm Matt.
And tonight we have...
Jim.
So, yeah. So, welcome. So, tonight we're going to be getting ready for TigerCon. Matt and I are going to be going there along with my wife, Tiffany. Jim's chickening out.
Chickening out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
so,
not doing it.
Yeah.
Come on, you want to spend more money?
No,
Yeah,
I don't.
so-
No, I spent way too much the last time. When is it, by the way?
It's Saturday.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Saturday.
Bathroom remodel. You and me.
Yeah. That darn adulting gets in the way.
I know, right? All the time.
Yeah. So tonight, we're going to just run you through the cams. Let's see, tonight over in the spray booth, Jim's going to be working on some minis. So that's what he's going to be working over
Werewolves,
there.
dwarves,
So
and
you-
vampires, oh my.
So you're going to be looking in that. Let's see, Matt is going to be working on the car.
The car.
Zika.
You're going to
Yeah.
pocket in the yard.
Yeah. Get him to... You can see how shiny he's got it. That has all been clear coated and all that. So we got that. And then over here on my side, I'm going to be doing some touch up to a couple of models that I'm going to be taking to TigerCon. So this is my 132nd P51D. And I'm going to include the radio antenna on the back and such. And then I'm going to be working on the car, going to be working on the F-15, going to be working on the ACH-47. So that's what we got going on with that. So we're going to bring up the live chat here in just a little bit. So make sure you pop in and say hi and comment and all that and ask us questions. We're going to be trying to do our Elite 8 at 8. So we'll talk more about that when it gets there. And let's turn on the trip cams. There's me and the guys. There's Jim's over there. And then we got our booth right there at the top. So there you go. So let's bring up the live chat. We got 3 people watching already. Sweet
Well,
idea.
look at that.
I know.
Do you have toothpicks?
Yeah.
I just need a couple.
Regular?
Yeah,
We got John.
nothing fancy.
John says hi. Hey,
Hola,
John.
John.
Stirs?
Dabbers.
So there you go. Turn that down further.
Try and pick this tape off that I put on many moons ago.
So if you have any questions for us or comments, leave them in the chat for now. If you want to know what we're, ask some questions about what we're going to be doing or anything like that.
I don't like the sound of that.
No.
That didn't sound good. What was that? Oh, that was a Campy.
The rear wheel broke off.
It's not there.
It's not there. That's a
There
problem.
you go.
I don't know. We're looking to...
The bin of shame.
No, we're looking back. There it is. That's going to be... I was hoping I'd be taking that.
Yeah, anything that breaks off, you can fix it.
Yeah.
It's the joy of plastic.
Yep. So we're going to turn that upside down.
You need a mount.
Yep. Maybe we'll get the mount. Another handy little tool here. Nice little, where's that? Jig for aircraft. Will handle everything from
Is that that? Yeah.
1/144 scale to 1/32. So alright.
Where'd you get that from?
Hey. Amazon. So hey, Dream Big, build small. Good evening to you. So, love this.
Nice. Turned out better than I thought it would.
Bad boy.
You love it when that happens. It's so
Don't
rare
happen
that it
very
happens.
often, yeah. Pick off all the tiny pieces of tape I put over these lenses.
Tomato tape.
Nah. I don't know what brand this was.
For the wide stuff?
No. The super thin.
Oh, that's the, well,
It's not Tammy brand, but
it's
close
the
enough.
washi tape or
Sprue
whatever.
Brothers cheapest tape on their website. Tape.
Okay. That works too.
Yeah.
Yeah, needs a touch up anyway of the wheeler.
Thinning.
All right. We shall flip this over to the back.
There you go. Love these Prismacolor brush pens. They have acrylic paint in them.
Like the jelly pins myself.
I like both. But haven't been able to find Jelly Roll lately.
No?
Even at the Michaels.
That's concerning.
Yeah. So, what do you guys...
There's Chris, I
Yes.
believe, is real name.
Yes. So what you guys model? What do you guys work on? Are you guys working on stuff right now?
26.
Build models, don't collect them. Well,
You do both.
we all say that all the time, but
Yes.
we do both.
Yep. Good evening, Chris. Thanks for joining us. We got 6 in the chat right now.
Getting closer to the next raffle.
Yep. As soon as we get to 250 subscribers on YouTube, we're going to be doing a kit raffle.
Do you have kits for it yet?
I do. And we're also going to get some, I'll probably pick up some this weekend, too.
I've got some.
All right.
Yeah, any you want to part with.
How about the Statue of Liberty? I'm never gonna do it. I know I'm never gonna do it. I don't have enough
You
green in my
really
stash.
want to do a Planet of the Apes thing.
I did seriously consider it, but I actually looked for ape minis, and I could not find any.
No?
No,
That surprises me a little bit.
I know. So I've been lately getting into the War of the Worlds. Specifically, the Jeff Wayne version. The musical version.
Is it a musical version?
Oh, yeah. As a kid, it scared me to death. With Thunderchild, Forever Autumn by the Moody Blues. Yeah. There is a musical version, and it was done by, what's the guy? Richard Burton was the narrator for it. And it was actually remade in the 80s, and it was redone by Liam Neeson. And the tripods in that one are these little round oval things with these big green eyes, and they have these little stick things. And I want to do the Thunderchild diorama. I found a 3D printed Martian tripod, and I've got an old ship And I'm basically going to use LEDs as the heat ray and see if I can pull that off.
Nice.
It may be a little bit more ambitious than, best lead plans and all that, but we'll see if it works.
Gotcha. Well, let's see. Chris is working on the interior of his Peterbilt wrecker right now.
Nice.
And Dream Big, Build Small says he's not building right now because he had surgery and can't build for a bit. He's living vicariously through YouTube and us. So.
I don't know. I think if I had surgery and I had to be at home, that's all I'd be doing. Unless I had something wrong with my hands. But then even Will Patterson, who has that really pretty nasty injury to his, he still does it.
We're going to set this over here because it's going to need some tender love and care later on.
It really means it's going to need some swearing.
It needs some tender love and care.
And a lot of gnashing of teeth.
This goes in the front. That's not going to be anything. You can flip this page over. Ding.
So, Dream Big, what do you have a first name you go by?
Dream.
We're trying to we're pretty friendly here at Mom with the Mats because we're Matt and a Jim here tonight. So
Define friendly. Well, I'm friendly. I'm a little salty, but I'm friendly. I'm a salty old guy.
oh, you're an old sailor. You're an old salt
I
anyway.
am. Totally am.
Got your places lined up on where you're going for Veterans Day?
Yeah, we're getting the bathroom remodeled.
Ah, there you go.
Thursday. Actually, it's Thursday.
Yeah.
I will be dressed in full CB regalia for work.
Okay.
They don't really let us off normally. I might get a half day. We have a lot of veterans at work. I have an old Vietnam sniper at work.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's a character. Known him
Alright.
for a good long time.
All right. So dream big, build small is Corey. So Corey, welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight. Corey, what do you normally build?
Okay. I found a place I totally forgot to pay.
So would you say put the lenses on first and then put inside the housing? Or put them inside the housing and then put the lenses on?
Put the lenses on first.
Okay. All right.
So this part needs to be semi-gloss black, but there's a whole tin of semi-gloss black parts. Why didn't they just mold this as semi-gloss black?
You never ever.
Just to
leave
tell them that they love you.
it. You never ever leave it
I
in
don't
a mold
need-
color anyway.
All right.
I have on this one. The headlight lenses
I did when I was
are
like
molded
8.
in black. Dioramas, cars, and remote controls.
Ooh.
Oh. I'm an RC guy myself.
Yeah. You and the gym could have some time to talk.
I started out with cars and found out how uber stupid competitive it is. It's not very friendly. I remember me and Lou, we did the off-road, like the trucks and truggies and all that. A lot of fun, but when you go to an event, you get those guys that are like, when you're walking by, they don't talk about the stuff that they do. They're covering up their stuff so they're not giving away any of their secrets and stuff. I hated that. I'm like, really? So when we got into the airplanes, it was a completely different animal. I remember one day we were out there and I needed a part. I don't remember what it was for. I don't remember what it was. But they needed a part, and they didn't have it. 6 guys, 6 different people stopped what they were doing to find that part.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And then just gave it to me. That's how it's supposed to be. And then once I did that, I never went and did anything else but the planes. Of course, now it's too expensive.
16s on the bottom. So we're gonna cut those off first.
Did you find that tail wheel?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is on the thing. It's gluing right now.
Must be an Italari kit.
Hasegawa.
Those used to be good back in the day.
He's been doing RC since '98.
Oh wow.
My grandpa did RC back in the 1950s when you had to mix your own fuel and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Back when the radios were a stick in the ground, and you had the big white and yellow boxes you had to walk around. Because if you got too far away from it, it would your plane would fly away.
He also did my grandpa also did the control line airplanes.
Mm-hmm. Did those too. They actually still have a control line airfield out in Buda Park in Valley Park.
Yeah.
Or is that Valley Park?
Yeah, Valley Park.
Yeah, I guess it is. They also have a caged area out there too for the rocket cars.
Wow.
Yeah. And just like it sounds, that's what they do. It's basically a circle cage, and you have to be in the cage because if it comes off the wire, it comes apart spectacularly.
Of course, it says he always has vehicles, but he doesn't race anymore. I do mostly crawlers, and those guys are super friendly and helpful as
Yeah.
well.
That's good. I'm glad that they are like that because there's a lot of them that aren't.
Is it supposed to go in there like that? Or does it go in there the other way?
Usually, if you have to ask that question, it probably doesn't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. The intent of the instructions is not the greatest.
You know, and it's really sad because that's a Tamiya kid, is it not?
Yeah.
Oh, there is one other kid I do want to take to in September. I want to build that one with 6 cockpit.
You
I
build a
got
what?
Well, I got it's like a 1/16.
Oh, that big cockpit one I tried to get you to buy,
Yeah,
but you already had it.
yeah. It's an
Yeah,
Ilari kit.
I should have bought that. I was looking at his and I was coveting it, so
I have to do some research on the Starfighter cockpit, but it looks like it'll be interesting. I just don't know what class I would put it in.
probably miscellaneous
Military, maybe?
yeah. Or there's ones
Out of the box
airplane.
military.
Yeah. Get your headlights.
Trying to look and see if I'm doing this right.
You have to ask, the answer is
Usually. It just means you're not holding your mouth right.
Okay, good. So then it is the way that I thought it was doing. Okay.
no. Or is
Yes, very good. So they do not sit down into it. I thought they might push like
No, they don't sit flush with in there. I wish they would, because
But, okay. That's what I needed to know.
Jim, can you even see the tiny GT decals I put on this?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I had to put that on there. There's no way you're gonna be able to
Oh, my
see
Lord,
that
now
when
I
it's
can see it.
done.
Is that a headlight?
Yeah, that's the inner
Ain't
work.
nobody gonna see that.
I know.
Well, here's the bad part about it. Most of the stuff that we do in this hobby,
Yeah, nobody's
nobody's gonna
see
see
it.
anyway, but we know it's not
Yeah.
there.
I can't. I gotta lie awake at night. Like, I
Oh
didn't
yeah,
put that
I knew I
decal
should
on.
put that in there. It doesn't look right.
You guys feel our pain on that?
It's supposed to be there, but it's not.
It's supposed to be there. Like the Marauder kit that I built. Was it the 25? I did the whole interior, decked it out. It looks amazing. Can't see it unless you break the kit in half. Can't see it, but it looks great. I'm just taking my word for it. It looks amazing.
You should have been there. It's awesome.
It was awesome. Well, that's why we take pictures of everything.
Yeah.
I have
Progress reports.
Proof. I have proof.
I mean, I got the dash painted on the 71 Charger over the weekend.
Uh-huh.
And that was the one where it's one of those that parts of it are wood grain, parts of it are black, parts of it are silver. Got it done. I was like,
Ready to go out back and go smoke.
yeah, basically.
Yeah. As a former smoker, don't do that.
Yeah.
Although it's harder with this hobby because that was one of the things when I would get done with a kit or I'd have a good day at the bench, that would be the thing I would do to reward myself. Now I don't do that. No,
I just go, well, my blood pressure is going down.
Well,
we
and
didn't
that's-
yell as much today.
Yeah. Well, that I don't have the luxury of doing that either. I get yelled at by rednecks every day trying to teach them fluid dynamics. No, sir, that's not how water goes uphill. No, sir, that does not cause gelling in your diesel fuel.
Don't drop it.
Oh,
Corey wants to know what miniatures are you painting again? He must have got. He showed up to the party a little later.
oh, me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm doing right now. I'm doing a. That's
Here.
a
Alright.
werewolf. Can you see it?
Oh, your booth came in. There you go.
Okay. So, got a werewolf. Number 1. I have werewolf number 2. And then I've got vampire number 1. Vampire number 2. And then I've got my dead dwarf.
Little bottle of X20 over there.
White top.
What's white?
That color.
Okay.
That shade. That shade of gray.
Very light gray.
That shade of Gary.
Yeah, very light Gary.
Yeah.
No, anyway, to get back to that point, no, the post I put on there said, well, it's all Gary to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's funny. Who were you on that were labeled it incorrectly?
They actually look like Tamiya instructions.
Yeah, I got it off of another hobby shop site, and
Oh.
I was just like, I just found it funny because my wife's uncle's name is Gary. He spells his name Garry.
Ah, yes, incorrectly.
Well, actually, he didn't do it. His mother did it.
Yeah.
Come on, fit in there.
Rudy. Must be something in this dish that's affecting the... Alright, let's try that again.
turns right side. It might actually go in the right way.
Yeah, there is an upside down. I found that out
Yeah.
too.
Is that
Why is
awesome?
that not clean?
Because it's dirty.
The X20's not dissolving. Or give me that 99 alcohol. See what that. Oh, never mind. It's right next
So
to
let's
it.
say you got.
Salute.
Alright.
I mean,
Did you just drink that?
No.
Oh my god, dude! He's going down. Swear to God, if I
Had
drank
enough?
that, I'm like, oh, that's it.
You're dead.
Got engaged, and that's it. I can't do it anymore. No way out.
Corey says nice sculpts.
On these, yeah, they're believe it or not, it's by Nolzur's. I'm probably saying that wrong. Nolzur, Marvelous Miniatures. It's actually the WizKids or the Wizards of the Coast version. Some of them are bad. If you look at his mouth, I think they molded his mouth wrong, because it's his lower jaw. Can you see it?
There you go.
How it's all askew like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to fix it and I just broke it off and then I just glued it back on and that's the only way it would stay. So,
Alright.
but I did, and I got one more to do. I've got all of their chromatic dragons. I got to do the green. Those sculpts
John
are
says, "What's
actually
up,
really
Mr.
good.
H?"
Hey, John. Working on the Ford GT. Trying to finish these headlights.
D&D minis.
Yes, these are, yes. And like I was telling.
Oh, he
Mr.
plays that as well.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
We got a bunch of D&D players here too.
Yeah.
And yet we can't get together for a game. Of course, I've been DMing a 2-year campaign for my people. Trying to get together. We try to get together every other week, but
Yeah, we do once a month.
when one of my buddies, he travels for work, and well, you know Lou,
Yeah.
he travels for work, and it's difficult.
Right.
Yeah.
We can glue that on right now.
Yep.
We ain't
John
got-
says, hey.
we ain't got to wait.
John,
Yeah, I put it on my chalkboard or my whiteboard today. I go, Mom with the Math, 7:30, 8:30. Special guest, Jim. And they got all excited. They're like, Jim's going to be on!
oh no,
Jim's has a cult following.
I do.
Yes.
We need to make it like a modeling of the match, like Jim shirt.
Okay, but his is the F-15, yours is the car. What would mine be?
Big old dwarf.
There you go. I'm down with that. Just put a big axe on it somewhere. I'm okay with that. That's why I play dwarves.
Yeah.
It's like typecasting. I mean, look at me, for God's sake. You know, I can't do elves because they're too prissy. They break and they're squishy. I can't do gnomes or halflings because, well, they're short. Humans are boring. I can maybe do a half-orc. But then I always make them sound like stupid. Hi, I'm an ogre.
But of course you are.
But I play one on TV.
They call me Shrek. So yeah, dwarf it is. Now if I could just get down my Irish accent, I'd be doing good.
C27. And
Thank my manager.
yeah.
These sprues are actually labeled, which
I like how they have the numbers that they're actually relatively close together, as opposed to like Revell, where it's like 22, 57, 14, 11, 90.
Oh yeah, it's like somebody forgot how to count.
Yeah.
Well, it is Revell.
Bunch of crayon ears over there at that company.
Ravel's not bad. I've been building Ravel kits since I was 8 years old. I don't have a problem with most kits. Obviously, everybody knows my disdain for Italeri,
Unless it's Italeri.
or whatever, however we want to pronounce it. Tamiya,
Tamiya.
whatever. I want to meet an actual Japanese person and ask them how they pronounce it.
Well, let's say it Japanese.
Like, oh, it was so funny. I was watching, because I'm a big history buff too. So I was watching, because what was it? Last weekend was the 100th anniversary or something where they found King Tut's tomb.
Yeah.
And they've changed how they pronounce his name now.
It's not Tutankhamun.
It's not Tutankhamun.
Tutankhamun.
No, they now say Tutankhamun.
Ah.
I'm like, who is this Tutankhamun guy? And why aren't they talking about King Tut? So, yeah, it's... Come on, man. Pick one, and let's just roll with it. I don't even know if this is in frame or not. I guess I should try to be in frame.
Maybe you scoot forward just a little bit. There you go.
Get my
You're
head
in there
out of
now.
the way.
I'm not gonna zoom on that one. Sorry.
That's-
So.
No. That's fine. I'm going to have to move eventually anyway.
So make sure you subscribe on Facebook. We have Mono with the Mats there, so you can post your works in progress. You can ask questions, send feedback.
And it's non-judgmental feedback, by the way.
Yeah.
Not like the Facebook Modelers Critique group. That's a bunch of hardcore rivet counters right there. Who was the guy that was building that Tomcat today? That had posted on there.
On Mats?
Modeling with the Mats.
Really? I
Yeah.
didn't see that
I
one.
didn't see it either.
You commented on.
Me? No.
I think so.
No.
Maybe. Anyway, it was a 148. Oh, and it's an Italeri kit too.
Ryan says, hey.
Oh, hey Ryan. Hey, you coming to TigerCon?
Oh, Ryan's the guy from Gateway.
Yeah.
Okay, we're down to one more headlight.
More great parts that are supposed to be semi-gloss black.
Hey man, it's your model. You do however you want. Don't let them tell you nothing.
I'm not the boss of you.
Damn Tamiya, they're not the boss of me.
I'm just building a kit, man. Come on. That isn't the boss of me.
I do what I want.
Okay. Where in the hell is this?
Hey, we have 2 new members of Mono Mats. Sweet.
Nice. Come on, man, I really need to give away that Statue of Liberty kit.
Okay. That goes in there nicely. I dig. Ooh. I like that. Not in gray though. Black is definitely a better color.
We're gonna let those sit and dry for a while after we're going cross-eyed.
Ah, Corey, you joined the group.
Oh, welcome, Corey, on the Facebook group.
Corey.
Dream big, build small.
Yes.
Oh. Who's the guy doing the ship? The sailing ship?
That's Jonathan,
Oh.
one of my former students. He works second shift, so he always catches this on replay,
Yeah.
and he's one of the ones that I'm trying to see if we could do. Would you be interested in coming sometime on like a Saturday?
Me?
John, Saturday, TigerCon is this Saturday.
Yep. That's when you can't come to. Remember, because you have hockey.
Hey, you gotta have your priorities, man.
Yeah, he was very upset when he was like, "Oh, I got hockey." I was like,
Well, hockey's important.
"It is.
Of course, the Blues are.
Don't go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, do not go there."
There will be swearing.
Oh yeah, sucking it loud. My buddy keeps going. Oh, they got time. They got time. I'm like, no, now is the time.
Yeah. First 10% of the season, and I'm like, yeah, it adds up to 20% real quick.
Yeah, it does.
Was the Chiefs off this week?
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't see Matt post either way if they won.
Right. Yeah. You always tell if they win. You always tell if they lose.
Right.
White background if they lost.
Oh, dear to me.
Michigan is still undefeated though, so
Yeah, liking that.
Football.
So you're can I use the term future mother-in-law?
Yeah.
Okay.
that's why I've been calling her my mother-in-law for the past couple of years.
Okay. So your future mother-in-law. So is she a Wolverines fan too?
Yes.
Okay.
She likes football
All the time.
all the time.
All the time.
Like,
Okay.
doesn't really have an NFL team. She likes following her favorite player's career path.
Okay.
So she'll watch like every game on Sunday.
Okay.
My mom was a big.
But is by default a Bears fan, just because that's where she's from.
Oh, okay.
The Bears.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I could work on her to like the Chiefs then.
Oh, I'm sure she definitely a fan of Mahomes.
Yeah, I played football, so I don't watch football. Never was a big fan of it.
I just like to see Tom Brady lose.
Or just retire. That'd be nice.
I kind of like that he came back to go out in down in flames.
Because he ran out of money. Should watch racing.
Alright, so let's see. So you're painting all that black and all that, but you already have that painted.
Are you cheating off of him?
I'm gonna call it cheating.
No, I'm just seeing how he's kind of doing it, and it is a buddy build, so
Well, that's true.
trying to decide if I want to semi-gloss the.
I'm gonna try and do that, but I don't know how I'm going to do it.
Because it said it comes with mask stickers.
It does.
Okay.
With what stickers?
It's masking stickers for the glass so you can tint the edges.
Yeah.
No. Oh, that's right. It's got the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my car has that too.
So
I didn't do
we'll
it.
think about that. Gonna actually, so I still need to finish. So paint that. We can't do that tonight. That's an outside deal.
This would take a long time.
So then I can't do those yet. Can't do that.
You could do that.
Could.
You could at least put the mask on it, masking stickers on it.
Yeah. Could start doing this down here, because that's to the
Yeah, there's stuff that's not
Body work.
related
to that.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Jumping ahead while that's all drying and all that. So
Is there anything else needs to be semi-gloss black?
So Ryan, are you working on anything cool right now? John's getting ready to do decals on Monday of next week. Or decals, or decals,
Decals.
or whatever you want to call them.
I even got my girlfriend calling them decals now. Yeah, when you call them decals now. Cotton buds. Kitchen roll.
Kitchen roll. Kitchen roll. So, yeah. Now it says pan aluminum. Let's see, is it C14?
The C10 is gray.
Gray. So should I paint it aluminum? Looks aluminum to me already.
I'm not.
It's on the other side. It's on the underside. So.
No thanks.
Better things to do. Yeah.
Did it paint that super small decal?
Yeah.
Looks like it's mashed together. It looks like.
These
So
other
that
trims
goes there, and that goes there.
I didn't know I had a Prussian blue. Beige red.
Beige red.
Well, I bought a couple of those flesh, or it's face painting
Yeah.
color sets.
Ah, gotcha.
That makes sense now.
So if Tiffany ever needs one, I don't know if she's got one.
Oh, this is all
Yeah.
her flesh tones and
Yeah.
all that. You got medium flesh,
Basic
dark
skin
flesh,
tone.
basic skin tone, flat skin tone, sunny skin tone, and then that's all that.
Yeah.
And
It's all highlights and
yes. So
you know, shadows and shading and lions and tigers and bears. Oh my!
yes. I want to get her back down here so she can.
I want to see her finish the pappy.
Yeah. She's just
I
been.
wonder if she traded the Draconia for the.
No. Just say no. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay.
They do have that. Let's see. They do have that Pappy on Sprue Brothers.
Do they?
Yes, that's where we just got it from.
Well, we'll see how Draconia turns out first. It'll be my first one. Basic skin tone. Let's see. Dwarves have a darker skin. Not that dark. Brown sand. That's a little dark.
Let's see where this
Negro.
how this goes. Like that. Alright, there it is.
Need to get me one of them Vortex. Michael Mark actually has one now. It's like $99 for it.
Yeah. Waste of money.
You think?
Yeah. I get you. Let's see.
I have one of those. Game changer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but it doesn't go in these.
It does.
You have to pop the top off to do it. I'm not doing that. No.
I do the same thing with that one.
Oh, I know. I use that you got in your hand. I use that almost exclusively. I love that thing. And then I actually went to Sally's Beauty Supply and got a nail polish bottle shaker.
Uh-huh.
That thing works great. But you got to have the thing in it.
Oh.
So I went out and bought like 1,000 of those hematite beads
Okay.
so they don't rust. And every time I buy new paints, I put them in there. I just haven't been able to put it in this one yet.
Gotcha.
How do you use decals, John? It says.
How do you use decals?
Well,
Awesome.
Well, amazing enough, John, I got a video that we're going to watch on Monday. My buddy Phil Flory from Flory Models actually going to be showing you how to do decals. Painless, easy, so
well,
straightforward.
hey painless?
He has a very painless way of doing it. So,
Is it any different than the way we do it now?
it's pretty close to the way we do it.
Okay.
Yeah. You and Landon will be doing it at the same time, so. How do you put them on? They're water slides, so you put them in a little pool of water, and then it softens the paper and the glue, and then you line it up where you want to, and then you pull the paper off and slide it right on there. So, unfortunately, none of our stuff right now is in decal mode, so we can't show you tonight. Sorry.
That's the favorite part of the build for me. I love doing decals.
I'm excited that I got 1, 2, 3, 4 F4 Phantoms over here that I will eventually have to put all the stencil data on.
Ooh.
Those are
Yeah,
covered.
I did discover that when I did the Tomcat.
Those are covered in stencil data.
Oh, lots
And
and
you-
lots of detail for that.
Talk about rivet counters going
Oh,
crazy.
Lord
on
have
ya.
mercy. And yeah, don't get it wrong, because you're fired. Okay, I guess we should clarify what a rivet counter is for the folks at home.
Yes.
So there are certain people in our hobby. The whole point of this hobby is to try to do something miniature as accurate as possible. But, so there are people that are called rivet counters that will literally count rivets. Oh, well, this Russian T2 tank only has 106 rivets on it, and you need 110 to be accurate. And that's a bad thing. Or they think it's a bad thing. So that's what a rivet counter is. I don't like rivet counters.
They kind of take the fun out of it.
They do kind of take the fun out of it. The whole-
But they're needed.
Well, if you're doing it for a show, yes. And even the show that we go to every year, they're not. Even the judges there aren't rivet counters, because you guys are judges.
Right.
Just not allowed to judge my stuff.
Right. Well,
Did you?
no, I was. What's the word I'm looking for? Not exonerate. Recuse. Yes, I recuse myself from ones that I have friends in.
Well, it makes sense too, because as much as we say we don't or we wouldn't, we probably would. And it might even be inadvertently. You don't just.
We have a new post with Mom and Matt's. Well, that was Chris. Corey says, or a museum.
Well, even in a museum, and if you ever get a chance, did I tell you about that? Have you been to Branson and to the Titanic Museum there?
No.
There's a guy that built a 1/72nd version of the Titanic. Yeah, 1/72. The thing's as long as this room. The detail on it is incredible. Took him 2 years to do it. And I've even heard people go on there and say, well, this isn't right or that isn't right. When you see this model, I mean, it's amazing looking. The guy spent a long time doing it, and it's just awesome. But for whatever reason, we were not allowed to take pictures.
Lame.
Well, they said it was illegal. That is the words that they used.
Whatever.
Yeah, Wendy didn't listen to them. She's such a scofflaw that she did it anyway. Because she knew I would want pictures of it. Because I actually have a Titanic in my build. in my stash. And being I don't want to say a fan of the, what would you say, an aficionado?
Fan of the wreckage.
Yeah, I mean that sounds horrible, but yeah, I mean I'm, as a student of history, I know a lot about the sinking of the Titanic, and I'm fascinated by it. There's not a lot of color photography of the ship, so it's really hard for me to get it right because I'm colorblind.
Just watch the movie.
Okay, I love James Cameron, and he did actually try to get it accurate, and even he admits that he got it wrong. That whole thing where the ship went straight up and down, it didn't happen that way. They've already done, and he was the leader of the group that was looking at that and decided that that's not what happened. The aft end of the ship went up about 30 degrees, and then it snapped off like a banana peel would, and then it went down like that.
Nice. Back in.
Did you paint it?
No.
Oh no, you haven't painted it.
I just put some trim, the black trim in
Oh,
there.
wow.
Put that piece on.
Oof.
And those front. Those bits
Oh, the
there. I
vents.
painted those and put those on.
Yeah.
That blue with the black, dude. That's a nice combo.
It's gonna sound really weird for me to say it, but I like that color of blue.
You can't see it. You see blue?
I can see the shade of gray it is.
Is there any color you can, like, except for obviously gray?
I can actually tell true black
True black?
and true white.
Okay.
And then if I work with a color long enough, I can distinguish what it is by the shade of gray that it is. So like neon colors, that I can tell pretty handily what they are. But this is why I label everything that I do or use.
Did I put those on already? I don't think I
Turned
did.
out so good.
Where's that
See,
going?
I'm just a werewolf just turned out. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm digging the slab chop method actually. You have to have patience when you do it though.
Yeah.
Well, when you do, after you do the black and then the dark gray and then the white, the colors that you lay on have to be so thin so you can see through them. That you have to lay on really thin layers. Like that's one coat of brown. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not.
Oh, there they are. They go there. Gotcha.
Let's see how-
Bring it close to your other hand. There you go. And
If you look at the fur,
hold on.
like right in here, can you see it?
There you go. So point to it.
Well, it's pretty much his upper body. All that is
Bring
brown.
it to your right. Just to here.
There you go.
All that is brown. But it's a really dark brown right now because of the black underlay. That's one coat. So I've got like 2 more coats to do before it's slightly more opaque.
Gotcha.
But you can really see how the highlights are coming through. It's an interesting way to do it. And it actually started in the Warhammer community where
13 and 14.
when they do Warhammer tournaments, they're required to have their armies painted. Otherwise, they can't compete in the tournament. So you get guys that are on the train painting their armies, or people in their hotel rooms in their painting their armies before the night before or the day of the event.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because they have to get it done. Yeah. And then right after I bought these miniatures, I realized that he's got somebody's ripped off hand in his claw. So he's got like a little Happy Meal with him. So of course I got to paint the stumpy end red.
It's 14. Actually, I'm about to do a decal.
Uh-oh.
2 decals.
John, you still watching?
I don't know. Is painting miniatures considered modeling?
There you go.
I would say so.
Falls with rubber around.
John, if you're still watching, Matt's gonna do a little decal in here.
He's doing deckling.
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 Salute.
Have you ever drank distilled water?
No.
It won't kill you.
You won't like it.
It tastes like crap.
I don't like a lot of things, but I gotta intake it.
Oh.
Your favorite scissors? Scissors.
My favorite scissors.
The skizzers.
Your decal scissors. Scissors. Alright, don't lose the piece the decal is going on. Step 1. It's right, it's
Yeah, step
right
1.
there.
There you go.
Do you have your tweezers? Or your pickups? Your forceps?
Number 19.
I should start bringing my own beverages.
Thought you did.
Well, I did. It's water.
Oh.
My own adult beverages. I didn't even think about it.
And do it.
Yeah. That's dumb. That's dumb.
That's dumb.
Nobody saw me do that either. That's the crazy thing.
That's a dumb doo-doo head.
So glue this piece down and then slide another piece through that piece to get into a tiny little hole that you can barely see once that other piece is in place.
And
Rock on.
this is exactly why you read the instructions before you put it together. Because the people that write those instructions have no clue what they're doing.
Ridiculous.
Like engineers.
They are engineers.
Terrible human beings.
Horrible people.
Terrible.
Horrible.
Hey, that's an engineer.
I bet you he gets cursed out by someone working on whatever he designed.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. Not a day goes by at work where I don't curse out an engineer.
Oh yeah, me too. Okay, I
Should be
literally
required that you have to work on them so many years before you get to design them.
I would totally and fully support that initiative. Totally.
All right, so Matt's got his decal in the water.
In the water.
The water.
The water.
So Tammy decals are a little bit thicker than some, so it'll sit in there a little bit longer than most.
That's why I like them. Everybody complains about them, but I like them being that thick.
Alright, is this going in the front or the back?
Hasegawa decals are absolutely garbage.
So are Italari.
Nah.
They're actually too thin.
Yeah,
I
Hasegawas
rip-
are
I
too
rip
thick.
them. Yeah, I rip the Italari ones all the time.
Doesn't really matter.
Here's the other thing I don't like them, because you have this right here. That's C1. That's what it looks like. They tell you to put in C2, but amazingly, C2 is actually the same part. It does not even look like that. They're not even showing you that they don't look like. So, just saying.
Because if they showed it to you, then you would know.
Call it a day.
You would know it was wrong, and you'd be like, nope, not doing it.
Yep. Craziness. Craziness, I say. Alright, so he's pulling the decal and the paper out. Checking it.
It's ready yet.
No,
Not
still,
quite.
nope,
Put it
still
back
not
in
ready.
the oven.
So he's gonna put it back, leave it back in there.
Put it back in the oven.
I am thinking about doing a pin wash over the brake pads, just to make those holes kind of pop a little bit, because you can see those inside the rim.
Be
Thoughts?
cool.
Thoughts?
Would be cool.
That'd be cool.
Of course.
Okay.
Got to get them small details to pop like that.
But I'm not gonna color. I'm not gonna paint that because.
Yeah, the rim of the wheel will cover that.
Yeah. Will they? Let's see.
Here,
Yes, they will.
I already got my rims.
No, you're good. Gotcha. Okay, so. You might see a little bit, not much. But you will see the brake rotors. Not rotors. Yes, the rotors? Rotor?
Caliper?
Rotor,
Yeah, I got a car term right. That's a banner day right there.
rotor or disc is an acceptable
Okay.
term.
So you're a warped rotor, that's a bad thing?
Oh. Let me tell
Not
you all
if you
about
don't.
that.
Care about vibrations when you're braking.
Okay.
Yeah, I finally had to put my car in the shop because it was at 60 miles an hour. She starts to shake pretty violently on me, and I figured out that they figured out that both my front tires were actually showing cord.
Yeah, that's not good.
Well, I didn't know it at the time, so they put new tires on it. That was $500, by the way. Stupid expensive. What you get for having a sports car, Jim? Idiot. And the shake is still there.
Alright.
It's not nearly as bad as it was. It's definitely manageable. But it's
Now is it when
It's-
you brake or when?
no, it's when
It's when you're
only
cruising?
when it's 60 mile between 60 and 70 miles an hour is when it happens.
Oh, you just gotta go faster, that's all.
That's what I do.
Sounds like your tires are out of balance.
Well, I thought that too, but when they put the new tires on, they balanced them, and I got a wheel alignment done.
Well, alignment wouldn't have anything to do with that balance, but
Well, no, but
Hi, Tiffany.
well, here's
was it the camber or caster? My front tires were sitting like this, so the inside edge of that tire was wearing really really funky, and
here is
they fixed it.
the
There's the decal.
$100 question. Were the tires they put on sitting around for a while?
I hope not. Well, no, because they had to order them.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, I would do what we call a road force balance. It's actually when you balance the tire doing that, it puts the force of the road on the tire itself,
Okay.
and it'll either tell you that the tire is bad even though it's brand new, or it'll tell you to what they call force match, which is you rotate the tire on the rim to put the bad spot in the tire on the bad
Whoa.
spot in the rim.
The tire can be bad, even being brand new.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Mhm.
Well, crap. Well, that's not good.
If there's a manufacturer defect in the rubber, it'll put a soft spot in the tire, which will in return feel like a vibration from going down the road.
Great. So now, because I know the rotors are good, because I replaced those last year. I do need to do a brake job, but that's not going to make it do that at 60 miles an hour. I do it all the time.
Shouldn't, yeah.
The only thing that I haven't done are new shocks and struts.
That would only be like a bumpy ride kind of deal.
Well, when I get above 60, the steering wheel starts to do this.
That's a bad tire.
They're brand new.
Only way the real wheel should shimmy like that is if there's a bad spot in the tire. What we can do is you rotate the tires front and back and see if it goes
I
away.
thought about that actually.
'Cause that would tell you there is a bad tire.
Have you changed it from summer air to winter air
Yeah,
yet?
the winter air to summer air.
The winter air is so much more denser, so it will.
Yes, yes, yes.
Almost got me on that one. I almost like, no, I didn't.
You said you got someone
Yep.
with that.
Yep.
Almost got
Oh, that's right. I forgot Chris was a mechanic too. He just
Yeah.
verified that I'm correct in my ramblings.
Yes.
Almost got me on there. And that would have been really bad because when I was in the Navy, we'd always have the FNG go get a bucket of steam or 1,000 yards of gig line.
Freaking new guy. In case you didn't.
He knew what an FNG was.
I have FNG.
Yeah.
Felt like the snipe hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I've been on one.
Everybody's
They got me with that one. Believe it or not.
okay. So putting in the shocks is not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I forgot I'm building a Tamiya kit, not a Revell kit, which Revell kit would have had you do it reverse Polish, and and then like put this here and then do that, and then
Oh, by the way, you should have done this first.
yeah.
They put the warnings at the end of the spells.
Alright, we should let that dry.
Let's see. My airbrush is acting up. It's bubbling paint in the cup. Any ideas of what could be wrong?
You have a
You
clog.
are blocked at your nozzle.
Yes,
Yep.
you have a clog.
You need to take that front
You
end
need to
apart,
gut it and clean it.
and that should clear your problem.
Yep. You've got gunk where the needle's supposed to be. That's like putting your finger over the end of the, which I do all the time to clean.
So hopefully that once you do that, run some good thinner through it. Some X20A.
I use 99% alcohol.
You can do that too if you have access to that.
Or the Medea airbrush cleaner is a great product too.
So Paul, that's what I would recommend doing. And Jim would recommend doing.
Yeah.
And Matt would recommend doing.
Yeah. It's funny how he said that and everybody here knew. Okay, yep, I know what it is.
Yep. Oh, that's what's going on. Yeah, that's
Yeah, airbrush is a game changer in this hobby. If you take the time to learn how to use an airbrush, you will not be disappointed.
yeah.
I'm still learning. I mean, you never really truly master it, but
You get better at it.
oh yeah. There's things that I can do with that airbrush that I couldn't even imagine doing with a paintbrush.
So what I'm going to do here is I have some of my homemade wash. It's an ink wash. It is 1 part ink to 10 parts water, and then 10 drops of where get it over here. Flow Aid. I use Finish Jet Dry, so it just helps things flow in where they need to go. And we're
What
gonna.
inks do you use?
I use Straight Up.
Is it the acrylic stuff from Michaels?
Yes.
That's what I use too. I've got some of that because one of the guys that I watch for crafting DM or dungeon stuff,
Uh-huh.
he actually uses a wash like that. It's got clear medium, the flow aid or flow enhancer, and then the ink,
Yeah.
and it's awesome stuff.
Yeah. So just dip it in my stuff here.
Was that your pin wash?
You make a wash with normal paint.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I'm doing it right here. Actually, that's kind of what I'm doing now. I'm doing what they call a slap chop technique. So if you look, this paint is just basically, it's actually more water than paint. But there's enough of it that, you do really light coats. And that's what you do. So you let the undercoat show. But yeah, you can take normal, like, hobby acrylics, like the stuff you get in the squeeze jar or squeeze gels. You mix that with water, and you can make a great wash with that. Professional in a bottle.
it's okay if it pools a little bit. That
Did
means
a
it just
detailed.
sits.
Paul said he did a detailed clean, and it didn't help.
What brand?
What brand of airbrush? If all else fails, run a bowl of lacquer thinner through it.
Yep.
That's if it don't.
Something hot.
Let's see. Yeah, if it don't clear up after lacquer, then there is definitely something wrong.
You can also use, if you use acrylics, you can also use like odorless mineral spirits, but you then have to clean it really good with alcohol afterward. Otherwise, it'll be gummy.
Let that sit on there. Just throwing it out there, Paul. It could be when you put it back together, you didn't get it tight enough, and you might be getting air between the nozzle connect and where it fits into the back, into the front of the airbrush.
Is this one of your students there, Mr. H?
No, it's not.
Oh,
So
say, have them bring it to class.
yeah. So that can be it as well. If it's especially if it's an Iwata.
Mm.
I've had that issue with my Iwata before, and that's what it was. I just didn't have it. I just didn't have that in there tight enough, and so check that as well.
Also, check your needle. If the tip is bent, it can do that too,
Yeah.
because that means it's not going all the way in, and it could be blocking up the. Basically, when you're getting bubbles out the paint cup, that means that the air can't go through the nozzle. So something is blocking it or diverting it. I had that initially with my Iwata Neo, and I actually power cleaned it. I bought their tools and actually ran. They look like pipe cleaners, but they're not. But I ran one of those through the nozzle head, and man, what a difference! Huge difference.
Crystal glue.
That's another thing you can run through it too. Simple green. But you got to be careful with some of the stuff because it can damage the seals.
Ooh, circle that. Notice attach parts in numbered order.
You say so.
Why do I do that?
Number order.
It is an Iwata. Okay, yeah, definitely do that.
Yeah.
What model will you get after you finish? John says.
After I finish, let's see.
We were just talking about that.
Let's see on my list. So here's my list for Model Show 2023. Currently working on the Ford GT and the F15 and the ACH 47. So I'll probably just work my way down the rest of this one right here. So next one up will be probably my F101 Voodoo. That was one where I had everybody choose. I had people in mind with the mats choose which I should do first, and it was a tie between the ACH 47 and the F101 Voodoo.
I picked the Chinook.
Uh,
I love that helicopter. The Jolly Green.
Might go after that. I might jump to the Plymouth Christine. I might. I know.
You know what? Are you really? Do you have that one?
What,
He
the
has the
Plymouth
funny
Christine?
car version.
Oh,
Yeah.
the funny car version.
Yeah, over there.
Oh, because I have the other version,
Yeah.
the movie version. That could be our buddy build.
Yeah.
Don't you have the movie version of that one?
No. I got Of the let's see, stuff from movies, I got Starsky and Hutch, Torino. I got Smokey the Bandit, Thunderbird or Firebird, Trans Am. Sorry. I got
It's weird. The Firebird did not have the Firebird decal.
Yeah, it was a Firebird.
Yeah. The Trans Am is the one that got that decal.
And then I got the 67 GT350 Shelby, which is Eleanor from Fast and the
Yeah.
Furious.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
And then I got a 2013 Mustang because that's the one my uncle had one like that.
You've got the Elf too, don't you? The
Oh yeah, and I got the six-wheeled Elf.
actually was watching F1 racing this past weekend, and they had some footage of that on. I don't know how it got around the track, but it got around the track.
It actually won a couple
It
times.
did. They banned it.
Yep.
Yeah, it said it was cheating.
Hey, it wasn't cheating.
Well, it's FIA. Everybody's cheating. At least they think they are. I think I want to do the Stuka. And then I'm going to do the F1 after that. The Petronas Mercedes. And then I think after that, you're going to love this.
Okay.
I'm going to do the Tamiya Tiger 1 early version. I know armor. I know I won't win, but I don't care. And then I think if I do it right, I want to do that cockpit.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave it at that because I think that's pretty ambitious. I'd actually like to get rid of all of my armor. I have that one. I've got the Sherman. I've got the Bulldog, and then I've got the what's the little bitty one? Oh, the M3.
The tank killer?
No. That's the Hellcat.
Right. Explain why I would paint the inside and outside of a clear piece when you're only going to see the outside of it.
Opacity.
Does it say paint mode?
Outside X27, inside X11.
You know why?
Where's it?
I know why.
It goes in the
Oh, fender wells?
Because if you look at it from, if you only do one side, it makes it a little translucent. You can actually see through it. So what they're trying to do is get the color to pop off of it. The question I have is if they're going to have you do that, why did
is
they
it
make
clear?
the part clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just dumb.
Alright. I think we are.
That's just straight up ignorant.
I don't care who you are, that's ignorant.
Ignorant dog.
I was gonna bring some of those bags home from school.
Yeah, X27. Clear red.
Here we got.
Okay. Chrome silver and clear red.
Headlight
Those
number
are the colors they
one.
want them painted. Chrome silver and clear red.
And what's that for?
It's like a marker lamp.
Headlight number two.
Oh, the chrome silver. So when you put the clear red over it, they do that with landing lights on aircraft
Yeah.
too. It really makes it pop. It looks like a light.
I don't wish to do that today.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about trade you spots?
Okay,
If you're at a decent.
I can be, yes.
Okay. I gotta clean up this area, so take your time.
That's what I got to do too.
It's either start masking off the glass pieces or finish the front end, and I think finish the front end.
That's why I love this wet palette. All I got to do is check that. It's suspended.
What is that?
It's called a wet pallet. Haven't you ever used a wet pallet before? You've got one, don't you?
Yeah, Tiffany does.
Yeah. Basically, all it is it's got foam,
Okay.
like the magic eraser, the
Right.
you know the Mr. Clean magic eraser, but it's real thin. You pour water into it, it soaks it up, and you put parchment paper over the top of it. The parchment paper slowly wicks water in to thin out your paints, and you just put them on there, and then you can really thin them out, and it does this. I love this thing. This is another one of my game changers, right here, the wet palette.
Shh! Don't
Don't
say it all.
Teaser.
Gotta leave room for the video. Come on now.
I know.
Oh, there's a problem with the server. Let's retry.
Not a problem on my end.
Problem with the what?
Yeah.
Server?
It says problem with the server.
Say it's working on my phone still.
Oh, garçon.
Hey, make sure you check out the Game Changer videos for me and Matt online.
You want to swap chairs too?
Don't have to.
Well, yeah, I do. I'm stuck
Oh,
with the.
hate the.
No, I don't care. No, I want your chair.
Okay.
Because I don't want to. I don't know what's down there, and I'm afraid I'll run it over.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna pick it up and move it when you're ready.
This out.
Did you still do? Is the decal still in there?
They're already on and part that they're on and glued on.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, okay.
How many people are on?
We have 5 in chat right now.
Wow,
We had up to 8 earlier.
nice. So, are your students building all the same kit?
No.
Really?
Yeah, I got some that are building the Arizona,
Nice.
the Revell kit.
Oh,
That's
okay.
forever ago.
Yeah. It's not like the big one that I won at the raffle. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that.
Build it?
I'm gonna build it, but I don't know where I'm gonna display it. The thing is this freaking low.
We call that future Jim's problem.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
Put it out.
Then I got a couple. Let's see, John, who we were just talking to.
I'm good when you
Okay.
are.
Here I'm coming.
He is building the old Limburg B24 or B25.
Oh, the Hustler.
No, B24.
The Hustler.
B25. B20.
Oh, the
B25. No, Mitchell.
Oh,
The thing with the thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
You know, the thing with the thing.
man. Yeah.
So that's what he's working on right now. I got one kid building a Raptor. I got 2 kids building.
Raptor, the F-22.
Yeah.
Nice.
I got 2 kids building an A10. That one up there.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I have one.
Yeah.
It's smaller than that, but I can't wait. One of my favorite airplanes.
Crazy thing is, I got the one girl's building it. It's a girl, sweetest little girl. She's very
She's
nice
like,
and
look
polite.
at all the missiles on this thing, or
Yeah. And she's like, "This is an A10 Warthog. It's a tank killer." And I was like,
Yes, it
Whoa.
is.
So
Oldest
pretty
air,
cool.
one of the oldest aircraft in the U.S. military arsenal. Man, you got the good chair.
kitchen roll.
Kitchen roll.
Kitchen roll.
Healthy.
Oh, healthy
Yeah.
SWAT.
Yeah.
That worked.
B-24 Liberator. That's what John says.
I think it's.
There's the Mitchell. There's the Marauder. What's the big belly one?
It's this one.
Which one?
We're going loud.
Yeah.
It's got the twin tails on it.
Yeah. Man, that turned out good.
Or it. Oh, now he's making me think.
Not Chris.
Oh yeah,
Chris.
So lucky the other day I got a huge display cabinet with 6 shelves, and each shelf can display 3 semi trucks with boxes behind them.
Show
You
off.
buy LED lights for the shelf. It's 7 feet tall.
Wow.
Need.
Wow, yeah.
Need.
I actually, there's one in Labadee that was an old florist cabinet. It's about that tall, but twice the length.
Gotcha.
$60.
Wow.
The problem is it sits on the floor, so where the bottom of the glass there would be, it'd be on the floor.
Gotcha.
So I would have to put it on something, and Wendy's like, "No, that doesn't go with any of the decor. We're not doing that."
Gotcha.
So I was outvoted.
If I can get more of those, I would trade out those for those any day.
I love these.
Oh,
IKEA has a really good one. You haven't seen mine.
no.
I'll put it in the video.
Okay.
But it's actually got a locking cabinet, 3 shelves.
Okay. Yeah,
But
I get some.
I love those. I love
The jewelry,
like this.
jewelry ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I'd rather have
love
that. I'd rather have that.
You like the tall ones?
Yeah.
Really?
Smaller footprint.
So if I get one of those, and I know I can get a crap ton of those. You can pick one of the, if you go to Facebook Marketplace,
Yeah.
they have them on there for 60, 70, 80 bucks.
Yep.
So if you ever get rid of those,
Okay.
let me know. I will buy those off of you because I like them.
Like the long ones.
Oh yeah.
Long skinny ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright. Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. You guys, yes, it was a dream. I was not expecting it. That's awesome.
What is it?
The cabinet he was talking about.
Oh. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. The problem is
Cool.
that it doesn't really go in the living room, and my living room's pretty small to begin with, because I want to show it off.
Right.
Luckily, my lady allowed me to do that.
Have a good one, Corey.
Huh?
He's
Alright.
out. Have a
Oh.
good night.
Yep.
Later, Tata.
See you, Corey. Thanks for joining us. We'll let you know on Facebook when we come back next week.
There we go. Needles dirty.
Always got to start with a clean needle.
Much
Words,
gooder.
words to live by in many
Yeah.
professions.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
In many professions.
Oh, here, Jim, you probably want your cellular.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. Let's see. Who loves me? Yeah, the fire department loves me. Structure fire. Backyard barbecue is next to house and is on fire. Oops. They barbecue like I do.
Flambe.
Burn it like it's damned. There's on and off. That's the 2 heat settings.
Accurate.
Oh, whenever I have a barbecue at my house, I am not allowed to barbecue unsupervised. That is no kidding. My friends, they don't. They say, when are you going to start cooking? Okay, we'll be there an hour early. Yeah, I'm not allowed. I made a hot dog once so bad that the dog wouldn't even eat it.
It's an offering to the charcoal gods.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was charcoal.
Man,
And
briquette.
bless my okay, this is how much of a saint my mother was. She tried to peel it and eat it, so it ended up being like a hot dog flavored toothpick. Because there was nothing left. I mean, I burnt it like it was damn, lake of fire stuff. It was bad.
Chris just posted a pic of the display case on Facebook.
Cool.
And
Well, now he's just showing off.
I believe I Hug Cats is Caitlin.
Yeah.
You hug cats?
That's her handle.
Yeah, I
on
hug
YouTube.
cats.
You hug cats, you get clawed.
I'm not running over.
Are you still fighting those? Oh. using the monofilament.
Blue. That's not to the right scale. This is going to be thicker because it's 1/32.
Toothpick.
There.
That'll work.
Oh, you don't want me to use them? Okay.
That's all I got for those. I can find me some more now.
That's all I can find.
What's
The
like
flat
these?
ones. Yeah.
These?
Oh yeah. Dollar General.
Really?
Yep.
So I got these.
Because I stay away from the flat ones, but actually I'm going to start
Those
buying
are
them.
flat.
Yeah. Those are the really expensive ones.
Round.
Yeah. I've got
Yeah.
the big skewer ones too.
Gotcha.
Those are getting hard to find.
Yeah. Chris, that's Caitlin. She's a friend of ours.
Good to see girls into the hobby.
Yeah, she's come to check it out.
Oh.
She's more in her new thing is nail art, so she's
Nail
watching.
art?
Yeah,
That's kind of what I'm doing.
yeah.
I wouldn't paint my nails, but I'd be interested to see how she does it.
You've witnessed my advanced drying technique.
I used it today.
Did you?
I did. I had to wash out that tackle box because it was really dusty. So I just basically stuck it in the sink and wiped out real good and then grabbed a hairdryer and just
Yeah.
sat there and dried it. It works.
Sometimes I steal Tyler's hair dryer to dry a part I need to paint.
She let you do that?
Well, she can't.
She can't complain if she's not there to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I'm faster than she is.
keep her. She's a keeper.
Your first Cameo model will be arriving tomorrow. What'd you end up getting? One of those cab over semi kits I know they make?
Oh, we got a semi truck builder.
That's what he likes. Chris likes it.
If he can find me
He's the one
a,
that he posted one of his recent.
I saw
builds,
those.
That Peterbilt.
hey, you don't happen to have any fire trucks in there, do you? Like modern fire trucks? Let me know. I'm searching for one.
Me too, because I've never built one.
I want one because I'm going to build one like Bowles.
Mercedes
and I'm gonna,
AMG
and I'm
GT3.
well, no, I need like a.
No, that wasn't the fire truck.
Oh.
That was his first Cameo.
No, I want to build like a Pierce pumper or rescue for cheap. Because I think Chief Casey's getting ready to retire. I don't think he's made an official announcement yet, but it's coming.
So you're still a firefighter?
I'm a reserve. I'm technically an auxiliary.
Cab over trucks are too expensive. Yeah, I bet. Cameo is very proud of their
They are.
model kits. I believe
Oh,
the GTs we were building were $40.
yeah.
Yeah. 45?
45.
And their new what's their
80.
new? Their new.
Caitlin asked how much candy did you have left over from.
Not much. Not much.
And do you have any Reese's? Those never
No.
stick around.
Chocolate's the first to go.
Yeah,
for
it's
me.
always the first to go. Dad text.
After Christmas, you'll buy a few Tabby and cab overs. It said 45. I don't know what that was in reply to.
I'll probably how
the
much
cost.
cost.
Oh, 45? Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty typical for them.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's probably the cheapest. will be.
Well, hell, was it the P38 that they just came out with? Was it last year? That thing was almost $90. Good kit, but I'm not paying $90 for a kit. That's a
It
little
was
much.
dang numbers sorted out well this year.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
more than last year.
Yeah.
More trick or treaters total.
Yeah.
They just
$6.96.
came earlier, I guess.
We didn't get any at our house.
Really?
Well, we don't really do.
Mercedes was 45.
They don't really do it in the neighborhood. Everybody in the neighborhood goes elsewhere.
They come to our house. Or come to our neighborhood.
I'm okay with that. Me and Wendy tend to stay in on amateur night. Is that still on?
What's still on?
No. Wow, that works.
Pretty crazy.
I'm a fan.
Good one. Look at that. He's getting married. Got the dad jokes down.
To be fair, the dad jokes were already there.
Yeah, mine too. That's like we went to Springfield, and I don't know if you've ever taken that drive.
Yeah, once or twice.
There's a little town or a little place that you can stop on the way.
The fudge place?
Yeah.
Yes. That's
You want to talk about dad jokes for days.
Oh god.
I have
No children are safe in a car
Oh.
with a dad passing that place
no,
on the highway.
no, and it's so funny because when you go in, if you've never gone in,
I haven't been in.
I
I've
recommend
passed-
going in.
yeah.
You got to go in. I immediately went to the T-shirt section and just grabbed like 4 of them right off the bat.
Trucks were double that or more. Yeah, that's probably right. And Tamiya trucks.
Oh yeah. So, like I said, if you ever find a modern a fire truck, like a Pierce,
Freightliner.
I mean, at this point, I would take almost anything, as long as it's more like a modern. You know, they have old ones. They have like the LaFrance and others like that, but you know, or like the stuff at the airport or the Euro firefighters. But I want something
My
that's American.
American.
American. So, do you see how the underlayment,
Yeah.
how it's got the highlights on it? Yeah, I'm gonna probably do one more thicker coat on the skin, and I think I'm gonna see how it and then I'll do like a red wash on it,
Cool.
and then it's turning out really, really well. I love werewolves.
Now, what are you doing these for? Your D&D? Or
Who's on the chat? Yeah. The next part of my campaign is going to be, and they've already set themselves up for it. Is there anybody? I want to make sure I don't give it away. But the next part's going to be a very underworld-like werewolves versus vampires, and I've already set it up because we did a one-shot because everybody wanted to start a new character, and I actually, because my buddy Lou ran the game, so I actually got to play. Instead of being did you
need a...
yeah do we have a delay?
There is, but...
Mother beep.
Yeah.
Can't delay it like
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
We have no control over the delay.
But the thing was that there was a town in the middle of the woods that was their trade. They were lumbermen, and they would feed the other towns lumber, and their caravans were getting attacked by werewolves or wolves. They thought at first because their god, I think his name is Salih, gifted them the woods, so they were trying to run all the non-werefolk out of the woods. So they were hired by the mage in town to go find the werewolves and kill them. Well, the players, in their wisdom, found them listened to the guy plead his case and said, okay, we'll let you live. And they let him live. So he took his army of direwolves and werewolves, attacked the town, and decimated it, like the bad guy's gonna do. And yeah, so they actually ran away because they were then wanted by the people in that town because they let the big bad live. So now I'm going to expand on that story to where now the werewolves and the vampires have been fighting each other because I want to run The Curse of Strahd. They've been wanting me to run that one. Isn't that the Ravenloft?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did that.
They do?
Yeah, we did that one. That was one of our early ones.
The Curse of Strahd.
The vampire. It was a vampire castle.
Mm-hmm.
It had Katrina was the
Yes.
girl buried down in the basement.
Yeah, that's
And-
Ravenloft. Yeah, that's Ravenloft. So,
Was that longer than a year ago? If so,
it
I
is.
Yes.
don't remember.
Yeah. They're actually getting ready to do, because I actually took, there's a module called the Palace of the Silver Princess. I just took that one little bit of a story and turned it into a 2.5-year campaign. Just that little kernel of a story. So now they're going after the Cursed Arcanum. It's a group of evil wizards that are trying to take over the world. So now, and I just took old school modules like Tomb of Horrors, White Plume Mountain, and I just basically said, okay, here's where the Cursed like Acererak is one of the Cursed Arcanum, Caraptus is one of the Cursed Arcanum. Yeah. So, and I told them, I said, this next half, people are gonna die because it's the Tomb of Horrors. You know, you're gonna die. Oh, did it dry rot?
Chris says you're not allowed to swear in the first 30 seconds of your video if you want to be monetized.
Monetize.
And you're allowed to swear up to 2 times after that to keep your video monetized.
Yeah, I have children watching this though too, so can't.
Yeah, that's.
Well, they gonna learn. One day.
Mr. H is going to teach him something today.
One day there's gonna be.
Hey,
a
you know
major-
what? As a sailor, if I can prevent it from happening, everybody can prevent it from happening.
Yeah.
You know, I got my mother to start swearing like that. Right after boot camp. God bless her soul.
Yeah, mechanics in a shop ain't much better.
Nope, they are not.
That's what you heard on another channel, FYI. We are not currently eligible to monetize.
But we're not against monetizing.
No.
We'll get there after certain criteria.
Like
are
you never
met
give
per
a teacher
YouTube.
to do that. Of course, if I won the $1.5 billion Powerball lottery, I already told my boss, I said, you're only going to get 2 words out of me. I quit.
Goodbye.
I mean, me and Wendy were talking about that today. You realize that if you win that, you get
$567 million
$1 million
payout.
Spend $1 million every year for how many years?
Yeah.
That's a lot of sprues.
Yeah. Oh, my stash would. Oh, I'd have to build a house just for that.
Something like that. Yeah, 1K subs and so many hours of content.
Yeah. 1,000 hours
Of content?
of content.
That's a lot.
It is.
Well, I mean, we watch videos of like Flory
do 2
Models.
hours
His is monetized.
We do 2 hours a week every week, so
We'll get there.
get there, yeah. If they count. I'm sure they count live streams as content. So.
Yeah.
They do. And then you tie in all your other videos that you've done. Plus the videos that you've done.
Once I'm done with the Charger, I'll probably start my other Revel CUDA and do a video
build
series.
video?
Yeah, video series
What a
on,
good idea.
on that.
I'd have to figure out the rig to do it though.
I'll need to rig up an overhead cam section
Yeah.
of some kind. Or what I'll do, I have a fairly tall floor stand I could put in front of my table and point it down towards like me, and what I'm working on is directly in front of me. That'll probably
I
work.
think the only thing I have is camera wise. I think is on my laptop.
Your phone.
A tablet.
I have a tablet, but it doesn't have a camera on it. It's a crappy tablet. It's so crappy. I don't even use it.
Yeah, I remember that too. My personal channel, they said I could, but every video I would put on there will get flagged for copyright, so I can't monetize it. And I never really did it to monetize it. So.
Well, you've also got your like guitar videos. And
Yeah,
stuff,
that's
too.
what I was talking about.
Oh,
That's going to be on extended hiatus until I have a better place to do it.
you need your own music room.
I just need like 20 grand to finish the basement off, since
Do a
we're
lot of the
making
work
more
yourself.
money
It
where I
doesn't
can
cost that
afford a
much.
construction loan payment. Either or.
Well, we're getting ready to do our bathroom now. It's $6,000. Of course, I know people. It's good to know people.
Good to be the king.
Yeah. I'm definitely not the king, but it is good to be the king.
I
It's one of-
heard
One of my
Mel
favorite
Brooks
movies.
is gonna do a History of the World Part 2. And I'm
Really?
like, that man is in his 80s. He better get working on it.
Oh, don't even joke about that.
He was already
Oh, don't even
gonna
joke
be
about
doing
that.
another Spaceballs. I'm like,
Oh.
part of me's like, alright, but I'm like, dude, he's getting old, he better hurry up.
I don't know about if he'd be able to do the kind of comedy that he does
I know,
in
that's,
this day and age.
that's kind of
I
that's
just
where
don't-
my mind went also. I'm
I
like, I
just
don't know.
Don't think he could
if
pull
the
it off.
world can handle that anymore. Which is sad, because
It is, because it's hilarious.
hilarious.
I mean, Blazing Saddles, probably one of the most funniest movies I've ever seen. History of the World, is it part one?
Yeah.
Part 1, yeah.
One of the funniest movies ever. He doesn't have a bad movie.
History of the World, Blazing Saddles, Spaceballs, Robin Hood Men in Tights,
Oh.
Young Frankenstein.
Young Frankenstein. Walk this way. So funny.
I remember one of the first times I watched Young Frankenstein, and when he's visiting with the blind guy at his house, and he's trying to pour him soup, and Frankenstein's trying to hold the bowl underneath the ladle, and he ends up just dropping the soup right into his pants. Then I found out that old guy is a very young Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, Gene Hackman. Hilariously funny. One of my favorite scenes in that movie. Putting on the Ritz.
Yeah, yeah.
Love
yeah.
it. Gets me every time. Every time.
There's an Elite 8 at 8 of Mel Brooks movies.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. Speaking of, weren't we supposed to do that?
Yeah, we were.
We really need to. We had enough crowd interaction tonight to keep the dead air away,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Yep. Love the crowd interaction. Love the chats. Love it. Yep. Just need one video. Just one. Well, I got the antenna on. I don't like it, but it's on.
Does it look decent?
Oh, no, it does not.
No.
Well,
Do the, remember what that guy said? Do the lighter trick. See if it'll tighten up.
No, 'cause it's not. It's.
Worst case scenario, it just bursts into flames. Is it metal?
Yeah.
Hmm. so it's not stretching.
No. So
I was gonna say that yeah. Monofilament, paint it black. You know what you can do? Interesting idea.
Close
Take-
up of what? Matt's thing? I'm assuming your thing?
no.
It can't be what I'm doing because that's already kind of already is close up. What Jim's working on is probably out of frame.
Yeah. Well, I have to get close, otherwise it's
Yeah.
all.
Good work.
Get here.
This stuff?
No.
No.
Those are my spool of copper wire. That would have been
Hey, I found the stash. Need one of those. Need one of those.
What do you got
Stay
in
there.
What do you got
Stay
in there?
there.
What do you got in there?
It's a 40 standard.
Oh. All right.
Stay there.
Yeah.
Nothing to see there. Nothing to see there. I can't find it.
I'm telling you, ever since they stopped making them, the ones I use now,
Yeah, man.
it looks like the little bitty pencil. I don't ever want to get rid of it because I know that I'll have to get a new one, and then I can't replace them.
Yeah, I haven't looked online for alternatives since I won't have a choice.
Was that
Yeah.
Mile High Hobbies or whatever it is? He does have the washes, and he's
Yeah.
keeping them a lot in stock, which is good. So I haven't been able to buy any yet because I'm Poe. I was born Poe, black man.
Yeah. Black Shot out from Mississippi. How
Wow.
good is The Jerk?
That
It's a
is a
good
great movie. This is my chair.
They're shooting the cans!
See, the younger generation just doesn't understand when you start talking about movies like that they don't know. We had a guy at work.
Still make funny movies like
They
that.
don't make funny movies like that anymore. You know, to them, funny movie was like, was it Step Brothers?
That's funny.
No.
It's not as funny as that.
No. But I did like Talladega Nights. It's one of my.
that's so
That is fun. He did it. He did it. Frenchie.
good. On
can-
fire!
Frenchie can drive. I got to deal with Cuckoo Bird.
Damn cougar in the car! You got a kilo of fresh Colombian Bam Bam tape underneath your car. What are you gonna do?
I'm going fast again. Mother speed. Hello. Yeah, of all the Will Ferrell movies, that's my favorite. And I'm really not a big fan of his. There's parts of Anchorman that I think are funny, but
Yeah, that one's a iffy.
yeah.
Let's see, Talladega Nights and the other guys, him and Mark Wahlberg.
I didn't like that movie.
Oh, I thought it was so good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan. And I like Mark Wahlberg. Hey, he's got some comedic chops, which is weird.
Yeah. Ted.
Oh,
You watched
God,
the
okay,
others
that's so
hilarious.
funny.
Beauty of part, after I'm done cleaning this, the paint's dry, I can go directly at clear coat.
There you go. There you go.
Cameo paint dries so fast.
Oh, I love it. That's why I got to use this stuff, that retarder. Which I know Tammy doesn't make a retarder, but the Vallejo works just as well. And it turned out so good.
As long as it's meant for acrylic, it should be pretty.
Well,
Universal.
no, now, you'd think, right? But like, if you try to thin Vallejo paints with alcohol, it turns into this lumpy. Yeah, it doesn't work. And I've used the X20A on Vallejo, and it doesn't work.
Huh.
It doesn't look good.
figured it wouldn't care as long as it's the same base.
I thought so too, but it's not good. Okay, I need some color eyes here.
Yes, sir.
This is brown sand, and I'm trying to do like a distressed leather. So there's that choice. And usually my
anything darker.
well, that's what I'm saying. My usual go-to is this. Because I can't go with the full-on brown because I use the full-on brown for the first.
Out of the two choices you have there,
It being so difficult.
probably that one.
Yeah.
I think.
Now I might have. Let's see what I have up here.
Is that a jig for plane model building? Chris asked.
Yes, yes, it is.
Have a good one, Caitlin. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, Caitlin. Thanks for watching. Yes, this is a aircraft jig. It's for I got off of YouTube, made in Ukraine,
Another option.
or not YouTube, off
USAF
of
brown.
got
That's
it off
pretty
of
much the same as that.
Amazon. It will hold aircraft from 132nd down to 144.
That's pretty much.
144. So you're talking tiny.
I would say,
The khaki's probably gonna be my best.
yeah, I would have to agree.
Full bikini. Lucy in the sky. We're done. He's gonna need another coat of brown. Damn, he is too.
Whoever thought of that jig must be making some bank.
I think that's a Will Pattison design.
Yeah. It's, okay, is that better? Ah!
Well,
better.
it was.
Was.
You gotta stretch it a little bit. I know you don't want to. How secure is it to the radio mast?
I wrapped it around it.
Okay. So then take your tweezers and stretch it a bit, and then you're gonna have to hold it. That way when you release it, it'll boom. So put this finger right on top of it and just hold it.
It's super glue.
Huh?
It's super glue.
I know. It's like watching somebody try to open their car door with a coat hanger. You're just like, no, do that. No, do that.
Come on, hit the sweet
Hit it.
And then you make me laugh.
And that'll actually dry a little darker too. So
That'd be good.
yeah. Ooh.
So neither one's quite dark enough, but
Right. I mean, that's definitely dark enough.
Right.
So what I should have done was done their fur in this, but oh well. These are for me. I don't really care.
yeah.
Yeah, I made that blue dragon, and I got the white, the black, and the red. They've already killed off the red because they made an enemy. They had to go in and get the crown of the betrayer. Did you get it? It's better than the metal.
Yeah.
And what you can do You have a soldering iron?
Matt, go back to all 3 cams.
Okay. There you go.
What you can do is you can take that and run it right underneath there. Let that heat kind of stretch it. That's what that guy was telling me about. Remember, I was
Yeah.
had the same problem with my with the wires.
All right. Deal with that.
It'll be fine. You're fine.
Yep.
You're fine. Everything's
Everything's fine.
calm down, dude. Nothing is,
Nothing is.
you know. Big Lebowski. My favorite comedy. of all time.
Pretty funny. I
Did
did
you watch it yet?
Nope. Not yet.
You've never seen it?
No.
Hey.
I've seen it a couple times. It is funny. I'm not gonna lie.
The
It is
more you
funny.
watch it, the funnier it gets to you.
Yeah. See, I've seen it like twice.
Yeah,
It's funny.
It took me a couple times. Like, first time I watched it, and like,
That movie was
what
dope.
is this?
Yeah.
Then every once in a while, I'm like, man, I give that another shot. And every time I watch it, I'll pick up on something subtle that ends up making me pee my pants.
Okay. Movies aren't supposed to do that, but okay.
Sometimes.
Sometimes they do.
Like first time I watched Happy Gilmore.
Oh, love that movie. One of my favorite Adam Sandler movies ever. Matter of fact, it's usually one of the only Adam Sandler movies that I really enjoy.
Yeah, Billy Madison's still a good movie.
The only thing good about that was the beginning.
Which
Nudie
one?
Magazine Day. Billy Madison. That and the teacher was pretty hot.
What day is it? October.
October. That
Hey
being,
Billy, you wanna go get that donkey drunk? Maybe later. All right, I'll go get a bucket.
my ex-wife is a dirty rotten whore.
Alright. Chris says you guys rock.
You know way too much about the movie. Man, that almost looks like his skin. Doesn't it?
We try to make modeling fun.
Okay, that's not gonna work. Let's try it on this one. Do you have a pipette?
I do.
I know you're busy. Let me see if I can find it.
No. Let's see. Clean.
I don't really care. It's just I'm gonna move some water.
Let's see. No, Matt's still painting. I'm gonna say.
We need.
Pipette.
No, not a pipe cleaner. Like an eyedropper.
Right side. Bottom. Pull the drawer out. The two drawers hooked together. Nope.
What is it with
Little
you
clear-
pipe cleaners?
Little clear plastic.
Ah, there they are. I can't see them because they're clear.
Yeah.
That's it. Thank you.
Jordan Peele's got some demons. He be making some scary movies, man. Considering he was Key and Peele.
Oh. You want to talk about funny? Actually, their online videos I think are funnier. Like the inner city teacher. Is there an AA Ron here?
That's not Key. That's a Key and Peele bit.
Yeah.
Sure. Tim Oakley,
Jack Cullen.
Jay Quelly.
Present.
Yeah, present. And the East.
If you say
East West
if you
Bowl.
say if you give me one
Yeah.
more stupid ass name, you go to Oshag Hennessy's
Yeah,
office.
Hennessy's office. It's pronounced O'Shaughnessy.
It's pronounced Aaron. Son of a
Hey, Aaron. Yeah, Balake.
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 Is there Balake here?
Ah, yes.
Now that one made me pee my pants. That one's fun.
East-West Bowl for me.
What's the one with where how to tell if the alien disguises a human? Have you seen that one yet?
I don't know.
It's him. It's both Keenan and Pell, where they're running through with the guns. It's like some post-apocalyptic thing, and they have to be able to distinguish because the aliens can act like humans.
I think I saw that one. Not the one where they ran up this weird dude.
Yeah, and they let him go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he ends up being the alien. Yeah.
Yes. One of my other favorite bits was when they're on a plane and they're reassuring a fellow passenger that if any terrorists were to start getting froggy, that they would handle it. And these are some sketchy looking dudes to begin with.
Oh,
Face tattoos
Oh.
and everything.
it reminds me of the movie Airplane
Oh, it's a good movie.
with the nun and the girl in the hospital bed, and every time she moves the guitar. Yeah, hilarious. Or June Cleaver knowing how to speak jive.
Yeah.
It's all right, stewardess. I know how to speak jive.
Or they all take turns smacking that one.
Everybody walking.
The
Billy
camera
Club,
pans,
yeah.
you know, it's like a
It pans out. There's this line.
bat with a nail in
Yeah.
it. And a mace or something like that. Yeah.
So, Billy, have you ever been in a men's locker room?
Like gladiator movies.
Leslie Nielsen made that Naked Gun.
Yeah.
Oh my god, nice beaver. It's a stuffed beaver. Uh-oh, we're getting close. We're getting close. Gonna lose that monetization.
With the brush.
Need a brush?
I had a cleaning brush. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Had it.
yeah. I'm not gonna let you use these brushes to clean.
Yeah. This is re-cleared and repainted.
Dude, you can't even see those spots anymore. See, I'd be so afraid to even sand on that. It looks good.
So I had to fix it. Now it looks pretty great, so I'm happy.
Brush there.
Exactly.
My hands just are not steady enough for that. And then I pulled it off. Oh, great.
It's hard to tell when I'm done cleaning out the brush right there. Usually,
If whatever you blow out comes out clear, you're done.
well, clear
Yeah.
coat is clear.
Oh, good point.
So, like, is it clean?
If it comes out and it's not sticky, yeah.
So I just run a few buttons with X24, disassemble it, wipe it down, cotton swab it.
You're not having a good night today, are you, Mr. H?
I am not.
Now we got the headlights going.
It's because it's an little arc.
Did
You know that, right?
You started on the suspension stuff, didn't you?
Yeah.
I haven't touched it. I haven't touched the plane on it. I kind of float back and forth. One week I'll mainly focus on one, and next week I'll focus on the other.
Oh.
Actually, last week I did a little bit at home. I sanded that fuel
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 tank.
cell down. Got the seams out of it.
Well, I'm actually going to try multiple kits now. Actually, I'm kind of doing it now.
They are.
I was telling him I've got these to do, plus I've got Wendy's Present, which is a, well, I'm not telling anybody. But it's, and then I got the vignette that I'm working on, plus the Draconia bust. And then once those are done, I'm going to start on the Stuka. The Stuka. I think that's what everybody voted on. I know you did.
Yep.
That's what I voted on.
And I'm so happy that it doesn't have that stupid spotty German camouflage that I always have on there that I can't do. That's why I don't do the Japanese kits.
You can't paint that camouflage.
I can't do the, you know, the little splotchy,
Yeah.
oh, like that. The little, like, the Japanese dual engine plane.
All right, she's clean.
Hey.
I'm again gonna leave the GT body here to dry.
Okay.
I don't typically work on the buddy builds at home. Unless I,
So say, wasn't that the rule?
not a rule
No.
per se, but
You're not allowed.
I did paint my missiles in.
That's just because you had a rattle can.
What?
It's because you had a rattle can.
Yeah,
So-
but I had satin white laying around. Yeah. And I did sand that. Fuel fell down. Try to stay busy on the Dodge Charger kit.
Is it the one you got at the show?
I got the I got that one. Was gifted that one for Christmas last
Oh.
year. You think of the Daytona kit? that I
Yep.
got. I don't know where that one's gonna fall in the stash. I definitely want to do that Nash Bridges CUDA next.
That's what I was telling him. I gotta work my staff from the bottom up, otherwise I won't ever get to the stuff at the bottom.
Yeah, then I'll just rearrange the stash.
Well, I did that already. And I actually had to clean out the closet so I could make room for my stash. This last show really did it for me.
Well, you have no impulse control whatsoever.
Negative. You are absolutely 100% correct. None. And honestly, I actually bought more kits this year than I won. Last year, I won more kits than I bought. So next year, I'm going to win more than I buy. That's my lie. I'm telling it how I want. It is an addiction. And here we are. We're like drug dealers, man. Getting everybody started on it. Here, have a little taste. Go ahead. Yeah, now you want it. Now you want to have all that plastic. That's why I tell Wendy all the time. She goes, let's do a Shapers run. I'm like, you're an enabler. You know I'm not. And she goes, what are you talking about? She says, I told her, I said, you know I'm not going to be able to walk out of there without buying at least one or two kids. Oh, I know. Enabler.
It's alright.
It is all right. She understands.
Chris goes, I'll be happy when I have a stash problem, but as long as I have one to build, I guess it could be worse. Dude,
Dude,
you don't even want
yeah. Oh, there we go. We could do like a stash video. Here is my stash.
That was part of my tour, my bench tour. That's because of my stash.
Is
For
everywhere.
me, it'd be, and 2 hours later.
Yeah. A few hours later. Well, all mine's in the same place. It's just, it's all enclosed. I got it in, I have one of those big 3-drawer totes that you can buy like at Walmart. And it's so full that now I've got stuff stacked on top. And now I have to get rid of the RC Plane stuff on the upper shelf so that I can put more plastic models there. Which is sad because I really like the plastic model or the RC stuff, but I've moved away from it. It is expensive. Man, it turned out so good.
It's so weird. The engine is like the last thing we built
On a car kit?
on this one.
That's the first thing you build.
Yeah.
Always.
And it's not even a full engine. It's just the top half.
Really?
Yeah. It's just like the valve covers up.
That's like cheating. That's not even right.
I guess they figure, well, you'll never see anything more than that. So.
Well, no, but you know it's there.
Yeah.
But you got a headlight that is
Yeah.
7 pieces.
Yeah.
7 pieces.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
No.
plus a decal.
For a headlight?
Yes. No, that's just the inner half of it. So put a lens over that, 9,
Yeah.
and I believe there's a piece that goes. Oh yeah, so yeah, 9 pieces for a friggin' headlight, but I only get the upper half of the engine. All right, it's
About 10.
yeah,
Is it?
yeah, it's 9:53.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
All right.
Time flies.
We all have real jobs to attend to tomorrow. So
Yeah, I gotta get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Unfortunately, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I'm the early guy this week. So that means that next week I'm the late guy. Which is horrible.
yeah.
Didn't think that one through, did you, you dummy? Put my instruction booklet where I put paint.
Oh, that's
So let's
not good.
see. So let me read this out loud. So it told us your wash recipe, but if you use the black Vallejo, I have what else should I use to make the wash? Distilled water, because it's an acrylic, and some jet dry finish, which
Or
is,
you can also use like a drop of Dawn.
or you can put or drop of Dawn, but if you shake it up, then you have bubbles.
Yeah, you'll have bubbles. Anything to break the surface tension of the paint. Man, I thought I would have gotten a lot further than that. But it didn't.
So I think we're gonna call it quits for this week. Finishing up some stuff here. We have, like I said, we have TigerCon this weekend.
Post some pictures as we.
Might do a live. How's that?
Oh, that would be interesting.
So that'll be Saturday. That'll be
Isn't that going to be all cars, though? Isn't that the one you posted today?
No, that one's in St. Louis.
yeah. That's the Midwest model vehicle.
So it's all automobiles?
Yeah, they said there's 90-something entries in it.
Yeah.
So. Is that a yearly deal?
That's a yearly deal too. Yeah. So.
I have to remember that.
That's right up your alley.
Yeah.
All right.
Just go to see if they have a bulldozer.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna head on out of here. Let's see. Like, share, and subscribe. Pass on the mile and love. Check out our Game Changer videos and all our videos that we have online. Let's see. Love your interactions. Once we get 250 subscribers on the YouTube channel, we will be doing another kit raffle. So we'll grab a kit from our stash and we'll raffle it off. So that's what we'll do. So let's see. So we'll hopefully catch you next time. We'll try to catch you up on Saturday from TigerCon in Columbia, Missouri, where Matt and I are going to be submitting some stuff, and my wife Tiffany. So let's see if we can catch y'all during that time period. And let's see. I think we'll let y'all go. So let's see. And as always, I'm Matt.
I'm Matt.
Hey, and I'm Jim.
That's Jim. You've been watching Mom with the Mats. We'll catch you next time. Bye bye.